Are you concerned about evolving threats to your mainframe and its data? Whether it's external hackers or snooping employees inside your organization, you need an easy way to size up these risks. Maybe you've already tried to assess your vulnerabilities but didn't know where to begin. Wouldn't it be great if there were a simple way to inspect your current setup and determine if you're red, amber, or green? This is where a tool from Micro Focus can help. The Reflection Desktop Security Risk Assessment tool is a quick and easy utility for sizing up risk. It's a command line tool built by Micro Focus engineers that analyzes Reflection Desktop session and setup parameters for the most commonly used security settings. It outputs a simple and easy to read report that can help you remediate your environment and strengthen security. I'm now going to demonstrate how to use this tool on a live environment. The first thing you'll want to do is obtain the latest copy of the Security Risk Assessment tool from Micro Focus. It's going to be distributed in a zip format. So I'm simply going to extract this to my desktop, and you'll see that I have two files in here. There's an executable file and then a style sheet that's going to help me render that into a report. Now again, as I said, this is a command line utility, so we're going to go ahead and run this as a command line. And you'll see that I'm inside of here, and here is a little feedback that tells me how to utilize it. So it wants to run that executable, and then you need to provide for it a parameter that includes the session file path of the session that you want to analyze. So in this case, I have a couple example sessions that are Reflection Desktop files, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this first one and go ahead and put it into the command line here. Should have put a space before this. Now it's going to go ahead and run that and output a report. And what you'll notice is this is a simple bootstrapped report. You can filter it by clicking on any of these or hovering over any of these tabs at the top, or you can see all of the settings in one large output. You'll also notice that we have two separate files here that were generated beside this session file. The first one is an XML file, and this is what discovered and captured the raw data behind this report. As you can see, there is a scan that took place. This is all in an XML format. Here's the date and time in which this particular machine was scanned. Here's the operating system it's running on. Here's a little bit about the version of Reflection that's running. You can see that it's InfoConnect and it's version 16.0. Captured a little bit of the session settings as well as any of the application or PCI DSS settings that are available inside of here. So that's all in a raw XML format that can be utilized by Micro Focus engineers to help you, strengthen your security. In addition, it also produced an HTML formatted output. As you can see, that's this document right here that gives you essentially all of your different settings and sort of an indicator, red, amber, green, as to whether those are best practice from a security perspective. So as you can see, we have Telnet encryption turned on, so that setting is true, and this meets PCI DSS requirements. You'll also notice that we're running TLS version 1.2, which again is the latest and greatest security setting. So you can go through all of these settings, and you'll notice there are some that are amber. If you'd like to know anything, if you'd like to get additional information about any of these settings, there's also this Ask Us button that you can click right here that will generate an email to Micro Focus. Someone will monitor that email box and get back to you. The last thing that I'll demonstrate is that because this is a command line utility, Windows has a neat little feature where you can take an existing file that you're going to use as an input parameter and simply drag it over top of the executable, and this will feed all that command line information into the executable. So we'll just drop it. It's going to run behind the scenes, generate that report. As you can see, generated the XML and the HTML report behind it, and here is that output. So again, you can do this one of two ways. You can either use the command line interface, which is useful for batch mode, or you can drag and drop your files directly over top of the executable, and it will feed those through the Windows command line and execute the procedure accordingly. If you have any questions about the tool or would like to schedule a no-cost, no-obligation assessment or demonstration, please reach out to us via email, sales@attachmate.com, or call the number on your screen.